So guys, this is the official walkthrough of Family Dinner, our first game available on itch.io and GameJolt. I am Maya Albuquerque, game designer at Boto, and I'm gonna be commenting through this gameplay. If you're stuck in a specific part of the game and you just want the answer for that, I'm gonna leave the timestamps for when I show a specific puzzle solution down in the description so you can go straight to that. But if you haven't played the game yet and you just want to know how it looks like, you're also very welcome to watch this video. So let's begin. As you can see here, we have at the time 3 different characters. The journalist we're gonna add in a future update. So we only have the student, the police officer, and the serial killer. And you can see that we have here in the corner a description. You know, the student has no special items, the police officer carries a handgun, and the serial killer has a knife. So these objects serve different purposes in the game, in special moments in the game. So the first thing I want to say is that it doesn't matter the character that you're playing with. This walkthrough will actually be helpful to any character because the choice of the character doesn't change things like puzzles and objects, like items. It doesn't change that kind of thing. So everything I say, I'm gonna choose the police officer. So everything I say for this character will serve even if you're playing with a student or the serial killer. So this is the beginning, and another disclaimer that I want to make is that I'm not gonna be reading. This is a text-based game, so if you didn't know. So I'm not gonna be reading the entire text, all the scenes. I'm not gonna be reading because this is a more straight up video. So I want to save some time. If you want to read it, you just pause the video and read it. But this is gonna be a very straightforward playthrough, just to show you how to advance in the game. I'm not gonna be showing the endings. I'm not gonna be showing any ending because it's not really necessary, and I'm not gonna be reading any notes. So if you wanna play the game and you still have some things to, you know, some things new, if you want to watch this entire video and still play the game. So let's do it. As you can see, we are inside a car, so what we should do is go out. Every time you want to move, you just type go, and you can, and the name of the place you want to go to. Of course, there's always the help section that you can look at here. You just type help. So one very useful tip that I can give you if you've never played a text-based game in your life is that read very carefully and try to interact with specific items that you see in the description of the place that you think are relevant. So if you're feeling stuck, it's always useful to try to interact with everything you see. You know, it's a very useful trick. and try using the words that you see in the text. Like if I would want to interact with a glove, I wouldn't go like look hands, I would go look gloves, but we don't have this command here, so I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, so the only thing in this scene that you can interact with is this piece of paper, so you go look paper. So we have a scene here, and we just press next, and then you press this image here and you go to the next one, and here you can see that we have in this corner the actual room or place that you're in the moment, so you can, it's pretty easy to know where you're at with that. You also have the map once you're inside the mansion. You don't have the map here, but you'll have it when you're inside, and it's also going to be very useful. So we're gonna, in this scene you have another thing that it's very useful in a text adventure game is to use your imagination. So you can do a lot of things in this outside area. You can have 2 endings in this area before you enter the house. I'm not gonna show them, of course, but just use your imagination. You have a lot of things to check here, but we're going to go straight to the front door. You can also use the doorbell, but we can go and open it already. Click here, and then you click here. Now we're inside the house, and you can see the map here. We are in the entrance hall. You type back, and you're back in the scene. So you see that there is a hallway and a living room, right? You can go to the living room. Excuse me. Here, the only thing that's really like important, so to speak, is this. Let me see. A flask with a strange glowing purple liquid inside of it. This is actually the save point of the game. So you go look flask, and it will ask you if you want to save your game or not. So we're gonna save right here, and it's gonna say game saved. Here we have some clues to things that are going to be useful to puzzles, but I'm gonna go straight to the point. You can also look at many things here, but we are going to go to the hallway, and the first room there that we're gonna look in here, it's the studio. It's actually the only, you have the music room, but it's currently locked, so let's go to the studio. And you check, you can go open south chest, and you can see there is a simple looking key shining among other objects. You take this key, now you go hallway again, and this key is actually the music room key, as you just saw, so we can now go into the music room, and you just interact with the shelves all the records, whatever you want to call it. And you can see here that there is a cover without a record inside, and this is something that you would see in the living room. In the phonograph, you will see the record that belongs to this cover, and you can see that there is a note and a key inside this cover, so you can read the note, and this is actually a clue that you may remember there is a samurai statue in the living room, and this clue, together with the samurai statue, points to the room where you want to go, where there is the main puzzle in this floor. So let's ground shelves. Now we take the key, bathroom key. This is the bathroom, it's the key to the bathroom in this floor. So just go hallway again, and what we want to do is we want to solve a puzzle that is locking the dining room. Our objective is the dining room, our main objective in this area. So we have to collect 2 pieces to put in this door and then solve a puzzle with these pieces. So the first piece we're gonna find in the bathroom that we just found the key to. So go hallway 2, go bathroom, then you look bathtub, and the fancy bathtub was dry. There's a small square piece of wood close to the drain. We want this piece of wood, so this wood, and there we have the first piece of the puzzle. So go hallway 2, and then the next piece is gonna be in the second floor. So we actually now go to the armor room. There's something there that we're gonna need. Okay, you could see 2 weapons, a katana and a naginata. So what you want to do here is look weapons, and a small piece of paper had been put between one of the support hooks and the first weapon. So look paper, and the paper says 1925, which is a safe code. We're gonna need this. So we go hallway 2, go hallway, and then go stairs, and then we go to the second floor, which has this layout, and where we want to go now is the study. So go study, and in here we're gonna find another flask, if I'm not mistaken, another save point. Yeah, a flask with a strange glowing purple liquid. So you can save here again, and then you see behind the desk a replica of a painting by a famous Japanese artist. So you actually look at the painting, and you thought you saw a glimpse of something behind the painting. Yes, there is a safe there. So we go remove or move painting, or use painting. I don't I think all these commands are valid. So you just go in 1925. The right code allowed you to open the safe's door, so it's open out. And you see a square piece of wood, so you take it. So now we have all the pieces of the puzzle. So around, let's just save it here again. Go hallway 3, which is the hallway of this floor. And now we go stairs. Hallway 2. And then we go to the dining room. And you will see that the door is locked and you need to solve this puzzle right here. This sliding puzzle to open it. However, you don't get to physically slide this. You have to input the directions that you want to move this empty space. So you just have to write up, down, left, or right with commas between them to solve this puzzle. And if it's not the correct command, you will know, because nothing's gonna happen. So let's try here. That is the list of commands. You unlock the door, so you just go open door, and we have a different mechanic here. The dining room is complete darkness, so you have to find the word switch so you can turn the lights on, quote unquote. So here you found the switch, so you click it and you get another scene, and you can see that we have a corpse here. So what we can do here is look. The most basic command is this, or you can actually type his name. It doesn't matter. So you see his description here, how he's posing, etc. And you can see he actually has a small key hanging from one of his fingers. So you of course take the key, and it's the bedroom 3 key. This bedroom is upstairs, so we're gonna go hallway 2 now, and you're gonna go hallway. Go stairs. Let's go upstairs again, and here you can see the bedroom 3. We are not going to visit the observatory or the library because they have their own puzzle, but it's I actually take that back. You're gonna need actually a puzzle clue, for another puzzle that's gonna happen actually in the next area already. So we're gonna do that in a second, but we're gonna go to the bedroom 3 first. So here we have the master bedroom, the master suite, whatever you wanna call it, and we actually want to check again, there's a lot of things to look at in here, but we're gonna be straightforward. So we're gonna look, dressing table, I believe. Yeah, a long key was placed close to the mirror, so thank you. The Atrium key. Okay, now we can go to the Atrium. So what's gonna happen here in this floor is that for you to be able to solve the next puzzle, you're gonna need so there are 2 puzzle clues in this floor. The first one is here in the hallway. You can see that in the description there are a few decorative masks on the walls. So here we go, look, masks, and if you what you're gonna need here is these symbols and what they mean. This means it's the kanji for water. These ones are for air, and so on. So if you want to take a picture of this, or if you think you have a good memory, this is what you have to know. One of the things that you have to know anyway. So anyway, you can look around, and now the next clue is going to be in the library, but first you have to go to the observatory, and you can get more info here about the story, but what we want now is this empty bucket. So you can look, and you're gonna have a description here that says the bucket seems sturdy enough to withstand a lot of weight. So we take the bucket and we go back to the hallway, and then go to the library. In here we wanna look yeah, we wanna look at the bookshelves, and the description is gonna tell you that there are 5 bookshelves in total. So you can go look 4th bookshelf, I'm sorry, and it's gonna describe you the books that are in the 4th bookshelf, and as you can see here, some loose pages were left over a couple of works of Paracelsus. So you actually want to reach these pages, but you can't because it's high on the bookshelf. So we're gonna use the bucket to climb there and look at them. And the one that's gonna have the clue to the puzzle are the writ pages of a book. So you go read book pages, and this right here is the second part of the clue that you're gonna need to solve the puzzle. So now we can go hallway 3 again, and now we can go downstairs second, and you can see here that there is, at the very end of the hallway, a door that leads to an outdoor area. So we go fourth door, and it's gonna lead us to the atrium. And if you try to go here, it's gonna be locked, so you have to go to the shrine. But the shrine is also locked, and now you have to solve this puzzle to open it. So remember when I told you about the masks? Well, what you're gonna do is each side, north, west, south, and east, they are represented by a different mask. If you remember the walls in the third hallway, so the first one is the north side, so you have to remember which mask was on the north wall. And so according to the clue, the red mask was the one on the north wall, and it had fire carved on its forehead. So you press the kanjis for fire, which are these ones, and then you go to the other clue, which says, which you found in the library. So you look for fire, and it's gonna say that fire is primarily hot and secondarily dry. So you click in hot and dry. Now the east mask is the earth mask. So earth is this one. Yeah. And earth is primarily dry and secondarily cold. So you click on dry and cold. And now the south wall had the water mask. Water is this, you click on it, and water is primarily cold and secondarily wet. So you click on cold and wet. Now the west, of course, the only one left is air, which is this one, and air is primarily wet and secondarily hot. So you come here and here, and it says that you managed to open the door, and a scene is gonna play out. And now we are inside the shrine, as you can see here, and you can check the two corpses here, but we are gonna focus on the altar. And now you have to open this cabinet to be able to take what's inside, which is an item that we need. And again, we need a code for this. So where do you find the code? Well, let's go back to the atrium and go south. You can either, just type go hallway, and you're gonna be back in the south wing of the house, or you can just type go south wing anyways. Then we go hallway 2 again and go bedroom 2. Now this, you can see here there are two low tables, so look, low tables, and you can see there's a piece of a torn page, so you read page and there are numbers 47, 53. So that's what you're gonna need for the cabinet. So okay, go hallway, let's go back to the hallways, go Atrium, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce, go Shrine, look altar, and then we type 4753, and now the description changed and you can see inside the cabinet, so you can see a Buddha statue and an old looking key was lying before the Buddha's feet. So of course we take the key, north wing key. So let's go back to the atrium, and we're gonna go to the next wing of the house. This is the layout of the north wing, and you don't need to worry with this bedroom here, it's gonna be closed at all times, so you will only see these other rooms here. Now let's go to bedroom 5, where we have another save point, look flask, and then we can save. And now you can, again, there are notes here that tell the story, but we're gonna focus on the puzzles. So if you look inside the closet, you can see a small wooden square. So you take wooden square and you're gonna see that you picked up the spring piece. This is the first piece of 4 pieces that you're gonna need to be able to go inside the basement. So the basement door is locked and you're gonna need these 4 pieces, again very similar to the dining room puzzle, and you're gonna need these to find these pieces and put on the door, and then you're gonna need to press buttons. Actually, you're gonna type commands to tell the game which buttons you want to press in the game. So let's go to the collection room now. And you can see a lot of things here, and the east wall had the original, no it's not that, long Japanese sacred rope used in rituals centuries before. So you're gonna actually examine, I think, is this, yeah. So you can see another piece that you're gonna take. Now we have the winter piece. And now we're going to go to the kitchen. And here here you can see there is a sink. Yeah, the sink was right by the stove, so you look sink. And there is another small wooden square. Now we have the autumn piece. Now here is where you're gonna find the clue that's gonna tell you how to solve the basement puzzle. So what you have to do to solve this is look at the counter, and you're gonna see a box of matches that you can take, and then you can look at the stove. The stove is modern. There's a kettle with some cold water inside it, and you can smell this strange scent, but you don't see anything that's causing it. So what we're gonna do here is use the matches. So you have this little text here, which this basically means that back in the south wing of the house you have 2 bedrooms in the first floor, if you remember. The answer to this, it's gonna be in the bedrooms. So we're gonna go back there. And here you can see that there are painted scrolls hanging from 2 walls. So you go and look scrolls, and you can see that here is winter and spring. By looking through the bedroom, you realize that this is the bedroom of the daughter of the family. And the other bedroom is the it's the twins' bedroom. And the twins are younger than the daughter, so she came first. So winter and spring are first. Now we go hallway, and we're gonna have a little surprise waiting for us in the outside. And here you can pause and read what's happening, but you basically can run. So you are back in the bedroom 1, and we can go outside again. And now we check bedroom 2, and we look at the scrolls, and here we have summer and autumn. So first we have winter and spring, and then summer and autumn. So keep that in mind. Now we're back in the north wing, and now we want to go to the theater room, and where we're gonna find the last piece, and we will finally be able to open the basement door. So, and here, as you can see, we have another corpse. This is the daughter of the family, so we're gonna look at her, and you can see here, her right hand was outstretched as if she was offering you something. On her palm, a wooden square with a symbol carved on it. So, of course, we take the wooden square, and we have the last piece, which is the summer piece. So we go now to the basement, and you can see here the summer, spring, winter, and autumn buttons were placed in the 4 slots. The mechanism only allowed you to push 2 buttons at a time. So it asks which pair of buttons you pressed first. So Keiko, the daughter, came first. So we have winter and spring. It's the same thing with the dining room puzzle. You have to separate by commas your answer. And then which pair of buttons you pressed after. Of course, summer and autumn. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know what mistake I made there, but anyway. The door opened freely, so you can go in now, and you can see the description. We are in the basement stair, so we can go downstairs. Yes, we can. The command is go downstairs, one of them, and then you see this scene here, and it says here you weren't sure if you should move forward. So if you want to go back to where you were before, to the house, you can, because once you move forward, there's not gonna be, you can't turn back. So if you think you have missed some notes or something like that, you can go back. You can take this opportunity to go back. Otherwise, you just type move forward. And from here, you will have a dialogue that you can choose options, answers, but there's not going to be any more puzzles here, so I'm going to stop here. So from that point on, the only thing that was going to be was a dialogue with a character, and you will be able to choose which answers you want to give, and you're going to be able to choose which ending you get, which of the other 3 endings that you can get. In total, you can get 7 endings, I think. 6 or 7 endings. I think it's 6. But including, of course, the secret ending that you can get after you've completed the game for the first time, but I'm not gonna show, as I said in the beginning, any of the endings here, so you can play for yourself. And this is it. This is the official guide to the game. I hope this video has helped you to continue to play until the end, and I appreciate very much everybody that's giving us support. If you downloaded the game and you really want to play to the end, I appreciate very much your support. All of us appreciate your support. And when you finish, if you finish and you want to give feedback, we're gonna love to read your feedback. You can leave a comment down below, or you can leave a review in any of the download pages, and we're gonna read and we're gonna answer you. If you want to download the game, I'm gonna leave the link to our official website in the description. From there you can go to the games section and you can choose whether you want to download from itch.io or GameJolt or PagSeguro, in the case of Brazilian players. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope it helped you, and until next time.